Hello. Startled me.
That was your laugh.
It was.
Okay, welcome back
to Line
Flyers.
And Fear, I'm Amy.
And I am Dina.
And we are hungover.
That would be an understatement.
Feels kind of weird.
I know, we've been talking about how we haven't, had nights like that, but now that I'm in this situation,
and the thing is,
I don't like this feeling.
We were saying that we needed to do this, real soon. There have been nights where we're, stumbling down the street, laughing about it the next day. I was talking about one of those nights.
Yeah, no.
I didn't even go that hard last night, and I'm like, what the hell? The hell? And the sad thing is, we weren't even together.
I know. We were in totally opposite sides of town. We weren't even in Patchogue, really.
And yeah, we were in the neighboring towns on both sides.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
That is weird. That is weird.
So far from each other. Where are you?
I know.
I can't see you.
Well, I was coming home.
When I was going out.
Yeah. Oh my god. And all I did was go to dinner. Birthday dinner. For somebody.
Yeah, well, those birthdays. I ended up walking in on someone's birthday.
Yeah, that's right.
Whoa, look at us.
Mm-hmm.
We're telepathically connected.
Mm-hmm. That's true. So
I'm sorry, I'm eating my hangover food right now because
how are those cheesy bacon fries?
McDonald's has these new cheesy bacon fries, and I would say don't do it.
No.
Want to try one?
No, thank you. I liked my hash brown.
I like cheese fries. In fact, I love them. Maybe I just needed French fries.
Yeah.
And this is not
doing it.
So I might try. This might be good drunk food.
Oh, okay.
This would probably be good drunk food.
Mm-hmm.
So
remember that?
Yes, because it's messy.
And we could Uber Eats it or DoorDash.
It's salty because of the bacon, especially. So maybe that's not doing it for me right now. And my Sprite's almost gone, so
you're really just
what is the best hangover food? I feel a lot of times, I know people talk about bacon, egg, and cheeses. But
I don't think if I'm really hungover,
I don't want to eat. I can't even drink water.
No.
I can't even put.
People are eating burritos.
I know. Ugh.
It makes me think of Gilmore Girls. That episode, I don't know.
They got burritos after they got drunk.
Yeah, it was their hangover food: tacos and burritos.
Really?
Yeah. But I could never. I would throw up just thinking about
Seriously, smelling it. Ugh.
I know. Even coffee, people drink coffee after a night of drinking. Sometimes. I can't even think about that. Seriously, there are times where I can't even put a liquid in my mouth. I will throw it right back up. Mm-hmm.
Even this morning, I have a little headache. So I wanted to take an aspirin, but I was afraid that if I took the aspirin after I brushed my teeth, I would throw it up. Have you ever thrown up aspirin?
No.
Ew, it is so
I don't even know.
Gross. And that has happened to me. I don't know why. You know how people throw up during drinking? I always throw up after drinking, the next morning.
I'm looking at a list right now of 25
hangover
best foods for a hangover cure.
Oh, cure. Okay, let's hear that. I could use a hangover cure.
Number 25 is milk.
Ew.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ew.
And you're supposed to drink it before you go out.
Ew.
Because
I'm going to drink milk and then put alcohol on top of it?
Lines the stomach and slows the absorption of alcohol, which prevents the hangover.
Okay, but my vodka soda with lime is going to curdle that shit in my stomach, and I'm going to be puking
I can't
it
even
up.
drink milk when I'm not drunk or hungover.
Me either.
Pickles.
Okay, I might be able to do pickles. When are you supposed to eat them?
Munching on them can help keep nasty hangovers at bay. Think of them as edible Gatorade. They're filled with the same hangover-fighting electrolyte that makes the drink so effective.
I think I will just drink the Gatorade.
Yeah. Nuts. Oh my god. I think I'm losing my mind. I think I am losing my mind.
Why nuts? Because I think the gag reflex.
Oh my god. They have healthy fats and proteins. Nuts like almonds and walnuts can slow the absorption of alcohol and keep those nasty morning symptoms at bay.
Oh, so eat them before, too?
Grab a handful before you hit the bars.
It's so much to remember.
I know.
Before I'm going out, I'm not thinking of what might come after.
But who's like, let me have some spinach before I go out? Like, ugh.
Yeah, no.
Pre-game with the spinach salad.
Honestly, before I go out, I'm eating as little as possible, so I'm a cheap date.
Yeah. Actually, a burger is number 21.
Okay.
That's more like it.
Okay, I could do burgers. Before?
Yeah. Like, it says, before placing an order for your first beer, ask your waiter for a big, juicy burger. Ew, pear juice? Like,
where do you even get pear juice?
I don't know. 1 cup of Asian or Korean pear juice before their beers experience lessened hangover symptoms the next day. Blueberries, ginseng tea, soy protein shake, like oatmeal. Who's eating all this stuff before they go out?
The healthy people that don't drink?
Guacamole.
Okay, all right.
Lemon water. I do try to drink a lot of lemon water if I know I'm going to be drinking.
Okay.
Tomato juice.
Oh my god, this is probably a bad idea.
Coconut water. Watermelon.
All of these things is making me have a stomachache.
Turmeric. A sports drink, green tea, guava, honey, Greek yogurt, ginger, asparagus, eggs, and the number 1, bananas.
Okay. Bananas.
It's too many on the list to even, like... Sarah texted me. She started Murder Mountain.
Oh!
Yeah.
Would she started? She had something to say about it, or
no? She says starting this Murder Mountain show. I have to still finish it. I think I'm on episode 4.
Last week we talked about shows that we were watching personally that maybe other people were watching.
Mm-hmm.
I started to watch the Ted Bundy
Someone
tapes.
else told me that they started it and they had to shut it off because it was so scary. Was that you?
No, but I shut it off because I was bored.
Oh, really? Someone said they had to shut it off because it was, like, scaring them.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
Are you sure it was the Ted Bundy tapes?
Yeah.
It was so... I was like, I'm over. I don't even think I finished the first episode. Or maybe I just watched the 1 episode. No, I think there was 20 minutes left. And I was like, I'm over this. I think it's an hour long. But... it is about... he was obviously delusional. He was like a delusional guy. It was about a reporter who he wanted to get his story out, so he went in with a tape recorder.
Yeah.
And while he was in prison, so that Ted Bundy could tell his side of the story. So the reporter goes in thinking he's going to get, the reasoning behind the killing, but he wanted to prove he's innocent because he was asking for a retrial or something.
Yeah.
And he kept saying, well, what do you know about this case? Or what do you know about that case? The different girls. And he's like, I don't know anything about them. And then he would go back and tell stories of his childhood. And the guy couldn't understand why he wasn't giving him information about the girls. And I'm like, dude, he's trying to prove he's innocent. Why would he...
it's so weird.
Why would he act like he knew anything about the girls?
Mm-hmm.
But he was talking about his childhood, and then they had somebody from his childhood also being interviewed, and she was talking about his childhood, and they didn't match.
Oh, okay.
So what he said about himself, he like created in his own head.
Gotcha.
Or left those parts out. So
maybe it was that show, isn't there, or a movie, I don't know, on like that movie or show. You?
What is that?
That's on Netflix too. Maybe that was the one that I'm thinking of.
It's scary?
I think so.
That they had to shut it off?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Well, it wasn't the Ted Bundy tapes. I can't see anyone being scared of that. It was boring.
Really?
Yes. Boring to the point where I was expecting him to be very different, and he bored me.
I am literally shoving this Fyre Festival thing down people's throats. I am so addicted to this.
And so are so many other people.
But, like, it just blows my mind. And the fact that I didn't know about it when it was actually happening.
But you did.
I don't think I did. I never, this has never heard this.
I know. I remember the cheese sandwich picture coming out and sending it to my festival goers. You know, the people that we go to festivals with.
I probably had no clue what you were talking about.
And I said, thank God we didn't go to this one. Not that we could have afforded it. It was like $250,000. But I heard on some of the, conversations that people like sold their house, sold everything they owned to go to this thing.
So stupid. I don't think there's any festival that
How are they going to get their money back? He's in prison, so how are they?
I know.
They could sue him.
But he's not even in prison right now for those. Like, he's in prison for other charges that he got when he was out on bail from the last. This guy is like mental.
Or he's addicted to that life.
Yeah.
That's mental also, but
I mean, he's got these people who were working for him who never got paid, but he's living life in a penthouse, like,
because he's like got addiction to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how he can't not live like that. I found it interesting how I don't even think he knew, but his mentor, the guy that he like initially got the first $500,000 from, was also a con artist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is that the oil person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gas?
Yeah, he died, right?
Chesapeake Bay guy? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a suspicious car accident. Yeah, he killed himself. Because he wasn't going to prison.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Billy McFarland, but I guess he thinks he's better than that.
Mm.
He was in for 6 or 7 years.
And he's only in his 20s?
25 he was at the time.
Jesus Christ.
He didn't look 25.
No, he looked a lot older, but I guess that lifestyle does take a toll on you after a while. But it's just, it blows my mind. It really does.
And he's just a regular guy who has this ability to manipulate. And I'm thinking, like, how does somebody, regular guy from New Jersey, have that much manipulative power that he can pull $250,000 out of people's pockets and put it into his?
Yeah.
Like, he was convincing investors to give him millions of dollars.
I know.
Like, how do you do that?
I don't know.
Like, how do you even learn? He's 25 years old. To me, that's a baby.
Yeah.
So when he started Magnesis, he had to be like, what, 20?
Yeah. Young. Yep.
Oh, let me just go buy a thing of sheet metal and make a credit card out of my debit card.
Yeah. And it worked.
Sell it to people. And all it did was attach their existing bank account to a card so they looked fancy when they went to dinner. It was all about the image. Like, that's what he played, I don't know, on, was getting people that image that he was living. So, I know he's addicted to, that would make him a narcissist, wouldn't it?
Like, there's something not right, obviously.
Now, I also saw in the documents that it said that he deliberately, he was deceptive with intent, stuff like that. I don't think, I'm not seeing that. I don't think he intentionally deceived people. I think his initial vision was to do that. But
yeah, but then, like, there was just so many red flags that popped up, and he just kept going with it.
So you think...
So I think that he just kept getting money from people, and like you said, that's what he's addicted to that. And once that money started coming in, there was no stopping him at that point. Because there were just so many red flags. I mean, you've seen all the people they interviewed as far as the people that actually live on that island.
Yeah.
So...
And Fuck Jerry put out a notice yesterday. Did you see them?
No.
So this festival happened in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the shit went down April of 2017. Yeah. So we're almost 2 years later when these documentaries are coming out. So now Fuck Jerry's getting the backlash for being involved in it because a lot of people didn't know that they were involved. So they just put out a statement yesterday saying that from now on, if they don't know where content comes from, they're not posting it, and you know they said due to the recent Fyre Festival documentaries, we can't, things have to be different. But I don't understand. I still don't understand why people would spend that much money on.
It's crazy. Crazy. I mean, we even $100 tickets.
I know. And those tents were FEMA tents, but they looked kind of cool. Like, honestly, if they would have marketed it like that, it looked like a white party, you know? Like, he could have just changed, but he needed to get more money because he borrowed so much money. It just never ended.
Yeah, it was crazy.
My mind is boggled. Not about the fact that he was able to do that to people, about the fact that he was able to get that kind of money from people. Mm-hmm. Like, how do you get that kind of money from people? Because I want to do it. I'm like trying to figure out how to make an extra $8,000. This guy
making millions.
Is getting loans for $29 million.
It's crazy.
That he had to pay back in 6 months.
Yeah.
And he signed, like, okay, I'll pay you back in 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, that because he's getting that kind of money from somebody else. Like...
And are those people, like, getting their money back, I wonder?
How are they getting their money back?
I don't know.
How?
I'm, like, really, like, struggling right now.
I did not understand that when they said that he bought, how much $1 million in booze?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
$2 million
in something insane. Like that? Yeah.
And then there's a 45% customs tax on that?
Oh, my God.
So 45% of $2 million?
Oh, my God. It
was like $500,000.
Yeah.
Just to bring alcohol, but I guess it's... No, because then they made it a cashless event. So they couldn't even buy the booze when they were there. They had to buy it before they got there.
Or did they have, like, packages or something like that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But later, he made packages because he needed to get more money.
Yeah.
So then he put, this is a cashless event. Most people are putting $300 a day on their bracelets.
Yep.
$300 a day. You're freaking out about a $600 dinner for 8 people. And these kids are putting $300 a day
for alcohol. Or whatever.
Food.
Yeah.
Jeez. Merch.
Jeez. Oh my God.
Yeah. And we had houses for the VIPs, but we lost a box of keys. Do you remember him saying that?
Yeah. It's just...
How do you rent $1 million worth of houses and lose the keys?
There were no houses.
Exactly.
Yeah. I wonder what... I guess... I don't know. I'm thinking to how they did all those videos in the documentary on Netflix of, like, them all prior to the festival, getting ready for the festival and everything. And it's just crazy. How they were living.
Lavishly?
Yes.
Yes.
It's insane.
Like, just partying? Like, let me just hop in my private jet and fly down. Even after the festival was over, he's back in the Bahamas 2 weeks later on a private jet.
Yeah.
Frontier is a stretch for me.
Spirit.
Like, come on.
No.
We drive 14 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can't.
Oh my god. That's so
And this is something that they do on a regular. It's 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Like, we go away a lot, so it's not, I'm not saying, but not, let me fly to the Bahamas for the weekend.
Yeah, we're not flying on private jets here. But.
Yeah, well, half of me wants to give him props for being able to pull something like that off.
I know, but he really didn't pull it off too well.
No, he got crazy greed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's one. But then to come out, use the email list from the Fyre Festival, create a whole new company with Frank, New York City VIP or VIP NYC.
Yeah.
Call people. Cold call people.
Yep.
I guess it makes total sense because these people were willing to pay tens of thousands of dollars
and what
to
does
go
he
to
have
a
to lose
concert.
at this point? I mean, literally, what does he have to lose?
Right. But then get money for people.
Yeah.
From people, sorry. Get money from people. To go to events he couldn't even get them into. So I send you my money, right? All right. Oh, I had this meet and greet with Beyonce, $10,000 to get you in. And I'm like, oh, Beyonce, I'm going to do anything for her. I'm going to, sell my mother's, whatever, heirloom ring and get my $10,000 to go see Beyonce.
But then there's no tickets.
And I'm waiting, all the months go by, the day's finally here. I spent all this money, probably got my hair and makeup done, because I'm going to meet Beyonce.
Yeah.
And I can't. Not only am I heartbroken, like, emotionally, but what can I do about it? Like, what can I do about it? Call the FBI?
And Billy McFarland's name wasn't technically on that. Like, that was that guy, Frank, who started that whole thing, and then Billy kind of got himself involved.
Well, he used
in the
Frank.
background?
No. It was his. He found this 21-year-old kid, Frank.
So Billy started it.
He used Frank
as, like, the front man.
So nobody would know it was him. So he worked for Billy.
Gotcha.
That was Billy's new business venture, but that was the guy. Now, that was like a two-man show. It was a guy on a computer and a cell phone calling people.
Yeah.
Getting tens of thousands of dollars. A clip.
It's crazy. But now I understand all the memes that are out. And they're so funny to me now.
Oh my god, I'm just thinking about the one with his, like, event planner.
With the blowjob?
Seriously. Like, he was going to do that for that kid. That guy, how old do you think he is? 60?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
60-year-old man was going to suck a dick for a 25-year-old.
Yep.
For what reason? What does the meme say? Oh, man.
This one's so funny.
Oh, yeah. You can't...
Choose your payment method.
You can't see them, but...
Yeah. I don't think...
Fyre Festival meme. Oh, David.
Yeah.
How do you say that?
I don't know.
How do you pronounce... They never said his name. David.
They probably don't know how to say his name. It's just so funny.
Isn't that a typo? That's his real name?
That's his real name. Yes.
It was probably one of those moms who wanted to, like, name all of her kids that started with the letter M. A Lego. Oh, my God. A $300 Lego box to recreate the Fyre Festival.
And it's empty.
It's empty. Oh, man, that's so funny.
It just cracks me up.
That is so funny.
Makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you going in for the cheeseburger?
I have to because the list said burgers were good for hangovers.
Oh yeah, that's right. But I think you're supposed to eat it before you drink.
Oh. Ooh, there's a pickle on here too. So.
Oh, there you go. Double.
I have 2 hangover foods in one. All right, so
what are we talking about?
First of all, did you practice any dirty talk? Like, I'm sure they all want to know if it got to that point. I did, but of course I made jokes out of it.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
Like, are we talking through text messages?
Yeah. Well, for me, and on the telephone. But it was more of a joke than anything else. Because that's how I roll.
Yeah.
So now, I can't ever
You're not going to be able
go back.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Go back to, like, actually trying to do it. But, the conversation obviously came up, because other people heard, right, the podcast. And 2 guys that were in this particular group conversation agreed that the phrase, "I'm so wet right now," works.
Yeah. Well, because, you know what, you hear, like, I've been in situations where, like, they'll say it to me.
I'm so hard right now?
No. That you're so wet right now.
Oh, okay.
And then, like, as if it's a turn-on for them.
Yeah. So hearing it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they both were, like, hands down, yes, absolutely. And one of them is super conservative. Like, doesn't even, like, talk about stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely said, yeah, But I giggle. I say it. I guess I should just say it more often to practice, so that when it comes
out. Are you gonna, like, practice in the mirror?
No, I have to practice with people.
Oh.
Obviously, with people, and people who, like, I could say it to, and it would be, like, practice.
Oh.
No, practice. Like, where they would know that.
Well, we're obviously on 2 different pages.
I'm sorry. I can't, because who am I going to say that to right now?
I know.
Sorry. I'm, like, sitting here crunching my
pickle.
I don't know. I don't know if I could do it seriously. I don't know.
I don't know if, I mean, through text messages, okay, that's one thing. But when you're actually, like, in the moment of not having to say, but if you're, like, have that opportunity in the moment to be saying it, I guess it depends on how intense the situation is.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. First of all, I'd have to find someone to say that to. So, that would have to be the first order of operations. We obviously didn't do well on dating apps. And I'm the kind of person who wants to meet somebody in public, in real life anyway, before, because I feel like I'm a feeler. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can pretty much tell if you're an asshole immediately.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I might be looking for the asshole in you at times as an excuse, like, to have a wall, you know, like, I'm a sabotager by nature. But if I see a picture of you, that's not really even a picture of you.
Yeah.
You know, or a 5-year-old picture of you, I can't really get anything off of it. So, I think it's like a dog-eat-dog world out there right now. And one thing that I heard, which is disheartening a little bit, if this is the conversation that we're going to have, is I heard that a lot of guys, and this is coming from a guy, that they don't want girls to ask them out. They want to be the guy.
Oh, really?
They want to do it.
Okay.
So if it's like, all right, so I'm waiting to be asked out because that's what guys are supposed to do, yet they're not doing it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And do I try to pick them up anyway? I don't know. So, in the topic of finding somebody to talk dirty to.
Where do we meet these people?
Let me see. It's saying, like, don't wait to be approached. A friend of mine, I had a conversation with her about it, because I feel like I'm so out of touch. Like, I can have a conversation with you about being friends, you know what I mean? Like, we'll throw it out a lot of time. And I haven't done a lot of talking lately for 2 reasons. One, we've been going out in group, you know, we're talking to our own group. And I think that's a problem for a lot of people. Like, when you go out, you stick to your group. And we haven't really been out alone together. And the other issue is I think that group, I'm going to go back. I'm not going to the other issue yet. Sorry for jumping all over the place today, but my brains are not
I'm trying to stay with you right now.
When you're in the group, you build a wall.
Yeah.
Like,
it's very intimidating.
Physically, because you've got a wall of people.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants to put themselves...
Yeah.
I'm not going to be approached when I'm with 6 other people because now I have 12 eyes looking at me, wondering...
Yep.
Where's this going? So the pressure for that is on.
Yeah, like if you know, we've been in situations where it's just you and I, and like we could be approached by 2 guys that are out together as well. You know what I mean?
Yes, and that has definitely happened. All the wrong guys.
Yeah.
A lot of times they're like stupid young.
Yeah.
Like
21.
Yeah. Like, most of the time, that's what happens, unfortunately. I mean, I guess it's not unfortunate because it says that we look young, but it's unfortunate because we're going home alone.
Yeah.
So
who's going home with a 21-year-old?
I mean... Maybe
a 23-year-old, but not a 21.
And I've done that, too, which is worse for me than you. So,
All right.
So there's a quote that I heard recently, like a motivational quote, and it said, "Get comfortable being uncomfortable." It's just a quote about life. Like, if you're going to be successful in anything, you need to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations, and this is probably one of them.
Yeah.
Don't wait for someone to approach you. Approach them.
Bless you.
All right. Sorry. So, how do you feel about that? Like, approaching people?
I think as I'm getting older, I'm more of, I don't give a shit. Like, I'll approach people if they are approachable. You know what I mean?
And the thing is, it even goes back to that whole thing about practicing. You know how I said I need practice? So... one of the biggest fears I think all human beings have, and especially now in the culture of, putting yourselves out there, the selfie culture, of being rejected. Like even putting a picture up, if it doesn't get enough likes, people, have that feeling of rejection. And if I approach people that I know I'm probably going to get turned down by, maybe do it on purpose. Like hit on the guy with the wedding ring. Because he's going to say no. Yeah. So once you hear no over and over, it doesn't hurt as bad. The ouch factor decreases after you do it a little while. So, I mean, the anxiety of being turned down might diminish if you get turned down that often.
Yeah. And
I don't know how many guys are going to turn down a girl. I don't know. But, I mean, honestly, that wouldn't be I don't think I have that big a fear of rejection with randoms.
Yeah.
With somebody I like.
Yeah.
Like, just meet a guy out on the street. I'm not really worried about how they feel about me. But if it were, let's say, my BFF, I'm not asking him any questions because I'm not sure I want to know the answer.
Yeah.
Yep. And another suggestion is, like, when you see somebody you're interested in, talk to him. But how do you know you're interested in him? What's the difference between going and talking to somebody and approaching them? Like, to me, that's, like, the same thing.
It's just, that's the, like, physical attraction part of it. Like, if you are physically attracted to someone. Because how do you know if you're interested if you have to be attracted to the person?
Right,
you know what I mean? There has to be something that attracts you to that person.
It always turns out to me that I end up liking the people I never had initial attraction for more than the people I thought were, like, good looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could think of 2 or 3 people right off the bat that if I saw them, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I want to take him home.
Yeah.
It would not be like that at all. But then once the conversation started, it was like, wow, I really like this person.
Yeah, I don't think... I mean, I think you have to be physically attracted to a point, but I don't go by initial physical attraction. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it would be nice to have a hot guy.
Yeah. Always. Yeah, always.
But a good piece of candy for your pictures and stuff. A nice +1 entrance arm.
Of course.
All right. And when you're starting these conversations, I tend to often do what you're not supposed to do. And what you're not supposed to do is be mysterious.
You're supposed to what? Be like an open book?
Yeah, be forward.
All right.
Yeah, you don't... I
mean, you don't want to... Yeah,
I
yes
think
and no.
Guys are more black and white
Yeah.
than girls are.
Yeah.
So to beat around the bush, like play hard to get. I just had a thought. That's going to turn me in another direction. Because I heard that guys like when you play hard to get. But now I'm being forward.
But hard to get in what type of way? Like a sexual type of way? Or,
no, like they keep asking you out and you keep saying no.
no.
Yeah, they like that.
But how long? For how long, though?
And nobody's asking me out. So let's move on from that.
You really had like
a
thinking face on there.
This is extenuating circumstances. So we're going out into the wilds versus in real life stuff. So you just ask. Are you seeing anyone? Are you single?
Yeah.
Like you have to ask. And
yeah, because then you're gonna waste time like getting to. Or, like, attempting to try to get to know this person in the little time that you have out.
Right.
And for what? You're wasting time.
Right. Mm-hmm. And this is one thing that I probably won't be able to do ever. I started this conversation, but I never finished it. So a friend of mine, I was having this conversation with her, and she suggested that when I'm going out to meet you, what I should do is get there early, like 20, 30 minutes before you're going to get there.
And do what?
So that I'm by myself. Because if you're by yourself, you're more approachable. That's where I was going with the whole group thing.
Oh, so if you're going out with friends, go early.
Yes.
Okay.
Even if it's just the two of us going out. Because I sometimes feel like we're also... Not intimidating, but we're involved in our own conversation.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't want to be like tap tap tap. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Like because if you do that, somebody's going to think you're rude. So for interrupting the conversation, and the whole point is to get your attention, not to get negative attention.
So there's that time frame that you're by yourself.
It should be by yourself.
That somebody could approach you.
Yeah. But the thing is that the only thing that worries about that is, I guess it wouldn't be so bad if it was just the two of us. If it was a group, it would probably be better. So you're out there for 20, 30 minutes. Yeah. You were able to get into a conversation. Your friend comes, and then they just, that intense beginning part is over.
Yeah.
But I just don't know how comfortable I would feel sitting at a bar alone.
I know. I mean, well, you could, you're then like, I'm just waiting on my friends.
Yeah, I could do that too. But then what do you do? Now I'm going to look at my phone.
Yeah.
So now I'm still not approachable because I'm not sitting, looking.
What else are you supposed to be doing?
I mean, like, who's going to talk to me?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm sitting here alone.
I mean, watch a television if there's a TV at the bar, but. Yeah. That's interesting.
I'll say that there are 2 times in the airport that worked.
Uh-huh.
But I was traveling alone.
Yeah.
So there was no one to sit with. But in both of those situations, or at least one of them, it was a time passer. So airport bars are not good places to pick up boys.
No, because then where are they going?
And probably going in 2 very different directions.
Yeah.
Unless you end up on the same plane, like how serendipitous would that be?
That would be really nice. Yeah. I always think about that.
Right?
Yeah.
And then, I mean, we've been trying to do this regularly, or, we keep saying it, but go to places that we normally wouldn't go to.
So there's like a new...
Yeah. And like maybe like events, like social events. We haven't done those in a while, like a bar crawl or something like that. And then we put ourselves into environments where there'll be different people, different crowds, and you're all focused on that event, so you have something in common to talk about.
Yeah.
And it would be something you're probably interested in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Beer.
Yeah. Like
bars. Drinking.
Being drunk. Then that makes the conversation a lot easier. Just have to remember it the next day.
How do you... I heard a story recently about a situation where two friends were at a bar and they were approached by two guys and they hit it off really well and they were talking and talking, and then as they were about to leave, the girl gave the guy her phone because they had talked about exchanging information and told him to put his number in her phone. And then when she got home, she wanted to just send him a text message because he put his info in her phone, but she didn't give him hers, so he wanted to text her being, hey, it's me, had a nice time talking tonight or whatever. And she goes and she finds his name, but he left the phone number blank. So she didn't even have the number.
That's weird.
Yeah. So I know people do this, which it's kind of cheesy, but they have like business cards with their name and number on them. But even just like a pen and paper, like if you have a pen, you write on their hands, like back in the olden days, that's going to be kind of cute, actually.
When I was exchanging information with this most recent guy back in September, he had taken my phone and put his information in my phone, and then he texted his phone from my phone.
Okay. All right.
Being, like, forward that way, where, like...
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm not just going to give you my number for waiting for you to contact me. I'm going to make sure that your number is in my phone, too.
All right.
So...
Not
which is better off for me because, like, I could completely understand how that guy just put a name and not a phone number, because if you're depending on how much you're drinking and
that's what I'm saying.
What's going on.
She couldn't decide whether it was a subtle, I don't want to give you my number.
Yeah.
But I think but he initiated, let's exchange information.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. Or maybe, like, cell phones sometimes mess up.
Yep.
Was that he had his name and I think where he worked in there too. So I don't, like, maybe it was a drinking or maybe sometime. Yeah. But if you just have an old fashioned pen and paper, they could lose it.
Carrying that around with you?
They say carry it around.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling you to do. Bring a pen. You never know when you're going to need it. I actually always have a pen in mine. But if you're at a bar or a restaurant,
there's always
you got to sign for your
pens and napkins.
Yeah.
Gum wrappers.
Makes me think of that
commercial.
No,
the commercial with the gum wrapper.
No, the Old Dominion song, like when he talks about your tattoos or just
written in the sand.
Yeah. I love that song.
Good one.
They're gonna come around. We should go.
I like them.
Yeah, they're gonna be at the amphitheater. So
really?
Chair and
chill night.
Yeah. Oh man, I mean, I don't know.
That's gonna be like my motto for the day today.
Just I don't know.
I don't even know.
I don't know because this just sounds like a lot of work. It really does.
And why we're both in the situations that we're in today. Everything is a lot of work.
It sounds like too much work. And when I go out, I don't want to be on a mission other than to get completely annihilated.
And then I feel like I need to have these things written down somewhere so I can, like...
remember
I don't know sometimes how you remember... You remember things so well, and you're like, I heard every time we are recording or whatever, I heard this story. I don't remember shit. I woke up this morning thinking last night was all a dream, hoping it was all a dream, and it was not. But I'm like, I don't even remember parts of last night.
But neither do I.
I know.
You want to hear something weird? I used to drink Red Bull before we would go out. And then black out every single time I would drink Red Bull.
Yeah.
So we were going out.
But Red Bull just to, like...
wake up.
Yeah. Not like Red Bull and vodka.
No. Just a Red Bull before we would go out every single time. And every single time I drank the Red Bull, I couldn't remember what happened the night before. So the person I was going out with last night worked until 9:30, then had to shower and get ready. So I wasn't going out till 11, and I knew that, when I agreed to go out with her. So I went and I got Starbucks refreshers instead of Red Bull because I wanted to...
remember the night.
And be awake. Yeah. I'm taking an Uber at 11 o'clock at night, you know. I should be in bed sleeping and I'm going out. And I'm wondering if the ingredient in the refresher is the same as what's in Red Bull because I might just have some kind of like weird reaction to that. And it wasn't a heavy drinking night.
You had 3 drinks, you said?
3 drinks and a shot.
What was the shot of?
Kamikaze, I guess.
Oh, so it wasn't
vodka.
Like a... Oh, okay. And you were drinking vodka.
Yeah. And that's the only reason why I did that shot or agreed to because I didn't want to I knew I had to be up early and have things to do today. I wanted to be able to somewhat function. Yeah. But I don't remember getting my coat from the coat check, which I did. I don't remember going home in an orange Uber. I do not remember going into bed and sleeping in my clothes. Yeah. My clothes were super uncomfortable. Yeah. So I don't even know how I slept in them. I need to get new curtains on my window, man, too, because that sun comes in and like go right in my eyes.
I remember at one point we were on the phone, you and I.
Yeah.
Because I was in a parking lot of 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And you were getting the Uber going out. And then... yeah.
And then I was texting you at 1:30 in the morning. All kinds of Alex symbols. And you didn't even know it. You're like, why are you sending me pictures of food?
That's how
I started with the eggplant. I thought you would get it.
I did. I think... I don't even remember getting all the other ones. I just remember the pizza. And I'm like, why is she eating pizza right now?
And I asked to go to brunch this morning.
Yeah. And I'm like, what, tomorrow? Oh my god, it's just so crazy. And I mean, I know my night is all my own fault because I had 4 glasses of wine, 2 vodka seltzers, and a beer. And you know when you're ending. And a beer like Blue Moon beer, not even like Bud Light beer. I don't even know.
Me either. I don't even know.
The food was so good though. I do remember that. $600. Just craziness. But
is it Trattoria? Stella.
Yeah, Stella, whatever. Blue Point. The old Blue. And that was the only... I've been there when it was blue, but that was it.
Yeah, me too.
So, but it was really good.
Alright, now I just gave myself a stomach ache, so it's time to say goodbye.
But we have good news.
What?
We have an Etsy shop.
Oh, shoot! Why am I not even excited to tell everybody about that?
No.
Yeah, definitely check it out. I mean, it's bare minimum right now because we just started, but what we are going to do is give you an opportunity to wear all of our one-liners.
Yes, I have some saved in my phone too. I'll have to start putting together.
Drinking teas.
Yeah.
And sweatshirts and hoodies and girl power stuff.
Yes.
And special orders too, if you want one. If you have your own one-liner or you have a crew that you need to get dressed up for an event like a bachelor party or bachelorette party or birthday or whatever, because we do it all the time. I mean, and I know we're not the only ones. So really, it's just winelinersandbeer.etsy.com and check it out for sure.
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes. I don't think you could subscribe on Spotify, but we're on Spotify.
I gotta say, I love Spotify.
Me too. That's my new thing. And I used to hate it because it used to be super spotty for me.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be, but I think that they fixed their platform.
Yeah. I like that they make, like, daily lists for you.
Yeah, yep.
And the songs are, like...
And they have a list for everything.
Yeah,
funeral playlist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, because, I was watching something and something came up about... Oh, it was a comedian, and he said, when I die, I want my funeral to be fun.
Yeah.
So he wants to put, like, a big old candy dish on his chest, and I'm thinking, in all seriousness, we know how to throw a party at a funeral.
Yes.
Now, we have had several of them, but we have the candy there.
Yeah.
We have the drinks in the water bottles.
Yep.
We have the giggles in the party. I mean, it is a serious situation, but when you can make light of something...
Yeah, you have to make light of something or else you
serious.
Go crazy.
And you know those people.
Yeah.
There's some people who are super narcissistic and want everybody bawling when they die, but we don't have those kind of friends.
No.
I mean, and the jokes were played on us from the other side on those funeral dates, too.
Yeah.
So, I actually, for one of the more recent funerals that we had to go to, it was cold out and raining. So I was looking through my sock drawer to find, like, a really comfortable pair of socks.
Mm-hmm.
And I found one, and inside the sock was $600. Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
I wish that would happen.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So tell me that wasn't a sign to go have a party.
Yeah.
Just had $600 extra dollars.
God.
Guess what I'm doing?
Yeah, that's
buying
so
the
funny.
expensive bottle. So I went on Spotify to look for a fun funeral playlist, and they exist.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
And anytime we go to a restaurant and we hear their music and we love it, that restaurant has a playlist.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like, I love Swell's Spotify playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so Spotify is good. We're there.
Yep.
We have a serious case of ADD today.
Yeah, we do. I'm like really struggling right now, I think.
Well, you can access the podcast on wineliarsofbeer.com.
Yeah.
You can follow us there too.
Do it.
And Instagram,
Facebook,
Twitter.
Okay.
No Snapchat yet. I mean,
we have it, but I don't even know how to use it.
I think Snapchat is slowly dying anyway.
Yeah, I do it still, but
not
crazy.
Yeah, not as much.
I think Instagram is like the big thing now.
Yeah, because it's all in one platform. You've got stories, you've got permanent posts, you've got DMs, you've got everything.
Yep.
So,
right, until next time.
Yeah. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.